Hey there, it's Jo. Wanted to provide my 6-week update, 6 weeks from surgery today. I'm going to mention a number of things, including some recipes that you may also want to check out on my blog at gastricsleeve4me.blogspot.com. It's gastric sleeve, the number 4 and me, just like my YouTube handle. One of these days, I'm going to remember to only do videos when I have like makeup on and my hair is done instead of after the gym when I look disgusting, but I'm going to post it anyway. Okay, so the stats real quick. My last update was actually 5.5 weeks, so it's only been half a week since I posted last. My original surgery weight was 250, 250.4 6 weeks ago. I'm 5'7", and I am currently at 218.5. So that's about 1.2 pounds in the last half week from 5.5 weeks, and a little over 32 pounds overall. So very pleased with that. It's really interesting, like, I'm fitting in all my clothes, which I think I'd mentioned before, just goes to show like how much I was stuffing myself in them for some time. I think my current wardrobe is actually going to last for a little while. I probably have like at least another few months to go before I'm out of it. Because I'm like solidly in an 18 at the moment. And I've got plenty of 16s and I think a box of 14s laying around. So anyway, that's great. Like continuing to see it drop. So that's nice. Okay, so what I'm eating and then what I'm thinking and feeling, and also going to add this time what I'm doing to exercise, since that's been sort of a new thing I'm trying to focus on. So eating, had a few new things I tried out with since we last spoke. Loving wonton wrappers. I'm trying them for everything. So been doing like a tuna melt with just a wonton wrapper, a little bit of tuna and some cheese melted on top. Quite tasty. And then also tonight made enchiladas using like mini enchiladas in a mini loaf pan using the wonton wrapper. So you can see pictures and the recipe on my blog if you want to check it out. Also been doing like a piece of turkey with a half a cheese stick rolled in it, melted or like rolled in a pan. So just like trying to experiment with some new stuff. At some point I'm going to have to stop trying new stuff because I am having to throw stuff out because I can't eat it. But I am learning to just make smaller portions, which is good. Okay, so what I'm doing to exercise. I have not ever been like a huge exercise person. I have done it over the years. I really enjoy yoga, and always have, but I'm just not in the habit of it. And other than like walking, I have a dog, so I walk her quite a bit. And, the nutritionist was like, you need to build an exercise. It has to be a habit. And I knew that it did, but I was kind of resisting. I was just, I don't know, I wasn't feeling it. So, basically like this week, I've been trying to step it up. So it's only Monday. But yesterday I went for a swim in the pool. Went and bought myself some goggles since I couldn't find any in a swim cap. And just like swam around the pool for 20 minutes. And it actually was really nice. It reminded me that I actually enjoyed doing that, which was good. And then I had a yoga class at the gym tonight, which also was really good. So I don't know if it'll stick, but at least, I'm trying out a couple new things. I have a hard time getting into a routine because my days are so varied. And also I travel for work periodically. So sometimes I might be gone like for a week or 2 weeks or even 3 weeks at a time. Just out and about, like not in the US. And so it's easy for me to fall out of my habits. So I'm trying not to like get thrown by that it's okay if it's not a habit, just finding like something to do each day that's a little different. So that's that piece. I'll be trying to add that each time. Okay, so what I'm thinking and feeling. So I had a bit of a like down few days, and very interesting like how quickly the head hunger a bit came back, which I hadn't really experienced since like early on, which was more just about me being pissed that I couldn't like eat all the food in sight that I wanted. So there's a guy, as there often is, that, I'm really good friends with and have, basically developed like strong feelings for that he doesn't feel the same, like the classic story. And I saw him last week, and it just sort of like, I don't know, I hadn't seen him in a little while. We talk a lot. He doesn't live in town. And so I thought it was sort of over it, and then saw him and had a really good time, but then left and like, got kind of down about it. Actually talked to my therapist about it. I think that probably made it worse. So anyway, so you don't need all that detail, but it was very interesting that like, now I was kind of down and then having like a blah day, like not wanting to do anything and just wanting to eat like random stuff and not being hungry, like being very aware that I was not hungry. Just having like one day. And so, you know, I kind of said, I'm going to give myself this day, to kind of be like wah wah about the whole thing. So glad that I had the sleeve in terms of like not being able to physically just go after food and was conscious of not letting myself graze. So stuck to like my meals and the whole thing, didn't go over my calories or my fat or anything. Now had I not had the sleeve, I'm not sure I would have been able to do that. And I won't be able to always do that with the sleeve. And so, it was about like, I let myself have the down day and that was fine. But I needed to like find a way to then kind of like process what I was feeling instead of like trying to stuff it with food. And so, like spend some time just kind of writing about it and like just trying to think about it and almost like force myself to get a little bit upset about it. Someone that tends to like really hold, you can always see my dog in the back of the videos. I'm someone that tends to really hold like my emotions in. I'm just not comfortable like sharing them, as I'm posting a YouTube video to the public. But, and so, you know, part of like what I've learned in therapy over years and years and years is needing to find like an outlet for that. And so, you know, recognizing it, trying to find a way to get in touch with it, and then trying to like get out and about and not kind of wallow in it was important for me. Even though I gave myself like one day to just sort of feel shit about it. And you know what, like the next day, woke up, felt great, like went for my swim, went to the gym. It was the first time in like a year, wondered if the pass would even work or if like an alarm would go off, like, oh, hasn't been here in over a year. It didn't, so that was great. So, you know, it was just like, all in all, actually a good experience. Like, okay, I had a down day, you know, I dealt with it in a non-food way. And I almost feel like, I hope I can have a few of those, to get it in my head how to cope with it without food, so that when I can again, when I can eat more, it just doesn't it doesn't happen that way. So anyway, that'll be a good therapy topic next. So anyway, that's what I'm thinking and what I'm feeling. So that's all I have at the moment. I'll post some of those recipes on the blog. I've got a couple other ones up there like you may or may not have seen. So check it out, gastricsleeveforme.blogspot.com, and I'll talk to you next week. Thanks, bye.